In this video, we will go over the logistics and HR panel. Here we have the departments, which are the company's sections, designations, which are the roles of the employees menu in which you can register them, vehicles menu where you can also have them registered, expenses which are usually concerning the vehicles and the employees, breaks in which time attendance is accounted for, and leaves in which off days are registered. Let's start with the departments. This is where we create departments, for example IT, and then go into logistics and HR, then into designations, create the software developer role and save. Click on plus and create the IT support role and save. In order to register the employees, go back into logistics and HR, then into employees, write down their names, their number in the company, their address, their phone number, select their department, their designation, their date of birth and employment. Write down their salary, check if they're active, if they're a salesperson, in which case, you can specify the maximum discount they can give a customer, and every sale they make is registered to their name. In case the owner gives commissions in relation to the sales, they can do so accurately. We can also check the driver option if the employee is a driver, and they should appear in the delivery module so that they would be selected. Click on Save. Go back to Logistics and HR and then into Vehicles. Here you register the vehicle by naming it, for example, Car 1, by giving it a number, by registering its year model, its initial mileage, its model year again, its registered year, and notes if needed. Click on Save. We are now going to go into the Expenses menu. We can select the vehicle or employee to create the expenses. We can choose which vehicle and then write down the expenses. For example, we have paid $20 to change the oil. Save the changes so that the payment is registered in the system. Specify that the payment is recurrent in case it is an annual checkup or maintenance for the car. If we specify that the recurrent expense is every month or every 2 months, we will get a reminder in the notifications menu that they need to be accounted for. We can also choose an employee and specify their expenses. Now, go into the Breaks menu. This is where we create and specify what kind of breaks all the employees have. Go into Leaves. This is where we register that this specific employee asked for a leave from this start date to this end date, and we can add the reason so that it stays within our reports. In the Report section, we have the expenses statement. When you click on it, you can find all the expenses payments made, like the one we just did with Car 1. We can choose the start and end date of the reports we want to see, and we can also select the employer or vehicle so we can look at their expenses. We can also access a report regarding the sales by salesperson. That is where we can look at the list of sales done by each salesperson with an overview. The daily presence can help us monitor the check-in and check-out of the employees. When you enter it, you can specify the start and end date of the report that gathers the check-in, check-out, and leaves of the employees. Open the menu, go into Check-in/Check-out and click on Check-in. Then go on a lunch break, then check-in again, then go on a tea break, then check-in, then go on a mid-break, then check-in, and lastly, check-out. Go back to the daily presence report and specify today as the date. Click on Run Report. We can see that the check-in, check-out, and breaks of the employee are registered as start date and end date, and that there's a total duration column that can help figure out their work presence.